Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Those of you that are new here, my name is Ashley and I'm a homeschool mom to 3 kids. Today's video is part of my back to school week. All week long, I am posting a new video helping you guys get ready for going back to school. Every day is a different topic. Today's topic is a curriculum recap. I am re-going through all of the curriculum I'm going to be using this year. Every day though is a collab with a bunch of other homeschool moms. So after you watch my video, go down to the description, click on the playlist and watch all the other homeschool moms share their curriculum picks as well. All right, so I have a 4th grader, a 2nd grader, and a preschooler. So what I'm gonna do down below in the description, I'm going to put timestamps. So if you wanna skip to a certain age, you can do that and you don't have to listen to the other ones. So I have shared all of this, but I did my curriculum picks videos, I feel like back in like April. Like, I don't know why I did them so early. I don't know. I love homeschool curriculum and I think I planned out this year, upcoming year so well because I did it so early that I was super excited to share everything. So I think it's a good time to do like a recap and reshare. So let's get into my 4th grade picks for the upcoming school year. So I have her basket here. Oh my gosh, it's heavy. I shouldn't have tried to lift that. And I have all of her independent, well not independent, but well yeah, I guess her independent stuff. Some she works on with me and some she does on her own. So the first thing that we're doing this year is Bookshark's Introduction to American History Year 1. This is a literature-based reading with American history. And so she has 36 weeks going through American history. I have done tons of videos on Bookshark, so I'm not going to get into it. You can watch all those videos. I was trying to see, but basically she's learning American history through fiction and nonfiction books. It's all planned out for you. We do read alouds, we do independent reading, there's hands-on activities and all of that. And so I am super excited for her to get in that more in-depth look at American history as she's getting older, as well as there's just some great readers that come with this course. So we will be doing that. I just want to point out that 4 of the things in her thing are like notebooks and a planner. So it wasn't 100% full with curriculum. This is her math. This is Math 4 from The Good and the Beautiful. I absolutely love The Good and the Beautiful for their math curriculum. I am excited because in Math 4 it becomes a little bit more independent, which my 4th grader is a very independent person. And so what I mean by that is during her lessons there'll be a QR code and she can scan it, or through The Good and the Beautiful, their app, you can go and watch a video lesson where a teacher teaches your child the lesson and then they do the lesson on their own. And so we got like the scratch pad and then mental math as well. We are also doing The Good and the Beautiful Language Arts Level 4. This was something that I think I purchased last minute. We were originally going to do the Bookshark's Language Arts where they use the same history readers and kind of just build on that. But after watching a flip through of this and how much my daughter loves art, it just made sense to do this. Now I only got their course book. There is an optional spelling and writing book, but I already had curriculum for spelling and writing, and so I didn't get that. And so we're just doing their course book, which is, you know, I think basic phonics, skills, you know, different things like that. You know, writing, it still has writing and stuff in there, just not as much. So I'm excited to use this, and my daughter is super excited for all the art that's involved as well. Now for spelling and writing, we're going to be using Evan Moore's Daily Writing. This is something that we've used before. I really love it, how it's laid out for my kids. They really enjoy it, and so we'll probably do this. This is not going to last us the entire year. As you can see, it's pretty thin. I also have Building Writers writing curriculum that we're probably going to start in once we finish this up, maybe mid-year. And then for spelling, we're doing Evan Moore's Building Spelling Skills. This is a classic spelling. You get a list of words at the beginning of the week and you have different activities to work through them. We were looking through all of our curriculum the other night, and I'm going to let my kids test out, which means, you know, I'm going to give them the list. If they can take a quiz that day and pass, then they can move on to the next list. And so I think the first few lists she already passed, just like sitting there looking at it, which is fine. And that gives her more time to focus on the list she needs more practice on. So we're going to be using this. And then we have Evan Moore's Daily Geography. And so both of my daughters have an independent geography. Skill Sharpeners, these are super fun Evan Moore books. They're like super bright and colorful and just different like activities. And so I'm super excited for both my girls to be doing geography. We also have Evan Moore Daily Science. So same thing, both of my daughters are going to be doing an independent science on their own, but then we also do like family science units. And so this is level 4 by Evan Moore, and basically it's like a little passage. There's different activities and they learn like, you know, different science topics over the course of weeks. We also have a handwriting level 4 from The Good and the Beautiful. My daughter did level 3 last year and started learning cursive. And so this is just that next level. And I'm excited because she's going to get into like words and sentences in cursive. And so I'm excited for her to use this. She loves writing in cursive. And I think it's actually helped her, you know, traditional print writing as well. And then we also have Wordly Wise. This is something that we've never used before, but we're adding it in as a vocabulary. So they get a set of vocabulary words to begin the week. And then they have different activities throughout that week to really remember those words. And so kind of like a spelling, but they're not going to be quizzed on spelling them. They're going to be more the meaning and understanding of the words. And so Wordly Wise, book 4. And then these came with her Good and the Beautiful Language Arts level 4. There's a personal reader and a world biography reader. And she also has, I want to say like 15 assigned readers through Bookshark as well that she's going to be reading. There are a few more things she has that are just hers, but they're part of our elective. And so I did do a video on electives a few weeks ago where I cover that a little bit more in depth, but she does have an art curriculum from Artistic Pursuits, I think, that she's going to be doing this year. And then she also has her American Sign Language that she started earlier, like in spring, summer, and she's going to pick that back up. And so those are two things that there are electives. So both of my kids do electives, but my daughter has those specific courses for art and for sign language, because those are just things she really enjoys and excels at. And so she needed like a really structured, specific thing on that. So those are my 4th grade curriculum recap picks. All right, let's go into my 2nd grader. So my 2nd grader, you're going to see a lot of the same stuff. If I find a curriculum works for our family and it works for both my daughters, then it's easy for me to just buy 2. She's going to be doing Evan Moore's Daily 6th Trade Writing. She actually started this at the end of her 1st grade year because she finished her curriculum early. And so she's almost halfway done with this already. And so once she's done with this, we're going to move on to our Building Writers curriculum. Same thing with her Evan Moore Daily Science. She loves science, and so she started this during her 1st grade year and is about halfway done. And so I already have number 3. And so what I'm going to do is once she's done with this, she's just going to move on to level 3 as well, because we do still have our family science units that we do together. She has Skill Sharpeners Geography as well. And so she'll be working on this one independently. She's also going to be doing Beautiful Feats Geography for primary grades. And so this is a new curriculum that I think I just shared in yesterday's video for back to school week. I go in depth on this, And so she's going to be doing this once a week with me. It's a more literature-based approach to United States geography. And so I'm super excited for that. She also has her Evan Moore spelling. So same thing, you get a list at the beginning of the week and you work through those spelling words. She's also doing spelling UC. And so spelling UC is basically you like identify vowel chunks and kind of like memorize the words, and like you have to rewrite them through dictation. And so I'm kind of using this for spelling, but then also for like handwriting practice because there's so much writing in it. And so as you can see, she's gonna have to like copy the passages. And so I didn't get her like a Good and the Beautiful handwriting. She got really bored with hers last year because she does have pretty good writing. And so I thought that this was a good way to kind of mix it up and change it so she doesn't feel like she's constantly like learning to write even though she's writing. So we're gonna try this out and see how this goes as well. She does have Wordly Wise Book 2. So for vocabulary, she's also gonna be doing this year. She has her Math 2 from the Good and the Beautiful. Like I've already said, we love the Good and the Beautiful math. I can't say enough good things about it, and so we are continuing to use that. She does have her independent foreign language for her elective, which she's doing Song School Spanish Book 1. And so she did start this earlier spring, summer, and we're going to continue it in this year. Now for hers, we are missing her language arts. I originally had purchased the Good and the Beautiful Level 2, and I had it, but they're coming out with their new Level 2. And I'm hoping by the time this video posts, it's already out. I'm very impatiently waiting. We're starting school on July 25th for this new school year. And so I would just like to have it. It's not going to be the end of the world. There's way bigger things going on than me having my level 2 language arts book, but it would just be nice to get it. And so I did make the decision. I sold the previous level because the things that I did not really like about the Good and the Beautiful, I think they're changing in their updated versions, and so it just made sense for me to get the newer version. And so that will also be something that she's going to be doing as well. All right, and last up is my preschooler. So we are starting preschool with my 3.5-year-old. His birthday's in December, so yeah, he's exactly 3.5, and he watches us do school, and he has been showing an interest. He actually went to preschool when he was 2 for about 3 months, and it was horrible. It was horrific. Just because, like, you know, well, he was my only kid that ever went to preschool. And I just felt bad because my other daughters were like kind of still in public school, and so I was just like, well, it'll be fun for him to go all day somewhere. No, he was sick all the time. He never had fun, but he learned a lot. He really did learn a lot. And so because he just is eager to learn, we are starting preschool. I don't know why you guys needed that whole explanation, but there you have it. Why not? This video is already long enough. So for him, we are using the Good and the Beautiful's preschool course book. And it comes with all these different lessons to identify letters, you know, capital letters, big letters, numbers. It has all of these practice sheets. I have stuff like just hanging in there, so I don't want it to fall out. And then it also has like some little fun activities as well. And so we've already started doing a couple lessons with him. What I notice with him, and I think just that age, is he likes doing the same lesson over and over again. And so I have purchased, I actually have them in here because he does them all the time, of these just like huge workbook type things, because they have a lot of repetitive exercises, and that's just what he likes. He likes doing the same thing over and over again. And so I have those two. We don't have to do these. It's just because he like keeps asking for more worksheets when he's in that school mode that it's easy for me to just, you know, pull these out. I also got him the doodles and pre-writing for littles from The Good and the Beautiful. And so this is just kind of like the very first writing, tracing, pencil control. And so, you know, you can see they're just kind of tracing like little lines and stuff. And then I also got Get Ready for the Code a primer for Explode the Code. So he's my first kid that I'll be homeschooling from day one. My oldest daughter went through second grade until we started homeschooling her. And then my middle daughter went through kindergarten until we started homeschooling her. And she actually was in kindergarten when schools shut down, or started kindergarten when schools still were shut down. And so her kindergarten first year was on a computer at home. And so I don't really even still think to this day she's got a full classroom experience. So anyway, but my son, he's my first one where like I'm starting from scratch. I don't have any outside teachings or help. And so I really want to try Explode the Code. And so it just seemed perfect to get that for him. I have tons of other resources. If you guys watch my channel, you've obviously seen them. So this isn't everything, but this is like the main stuff we're going to be using every day for our curriculum. So like I said, we are starting on July 25th, which is less than a week from when you guys see this video. And this is what we're using. Now there are some things that are going to run out. And so what I'm going to be doing on my channels, I'm going to be doing quarter updates. So I'm going to say, okay, quarter one, this is what we're using. This is what we're doing. These are our goals. And then I'll do updates. Okay, how did quarter one end? What are we gonna do in quarter two? And so that's where you'll see me start switching around some curriculum, the units, and adding all that stuff in. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it's long, but I have 3 kids and lots of curriculum. So thanks for watching. Don't forget in the description, there is a link to a playlist with a bunch of other homeschool moms. They are doing the same thing, sharing all of their curriculum for the upcoming year. And it's back to school week. So every day this week I've had a new video. So if you haven't seen the previous day's video, make sure you go watch those. And don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on tomorrow's video. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Bye.